Understanding which, mastering its omission in relative clauses. Hello, language explorers. Today, we are diving into a topic that often baffles English learners: when to omit the relative pronoun, which. Many of us may misuse or overuse which in our sentences. But don't worry, after this lesson, you'll have a better grasp on when which is necessary and when it's not. Remember, understanding relative clauses and the proper use of relative pronouns are key to fluent and effective English communication. Before we jump into the details of omitting which, let's quickly recap relative pronouns. These are words like who, whom, whose, that, and which. They are used to connect two clauses together, making our sentences smoother and more coherent. For example, the book, which is on the table, is mine. Here, which is a relative pronoun introducing a relative clause that gives additional information about the book. Which is a versatile word in English. As a relative pronoun, it refers back to a noun, or a whole clause, mentioned earlier, adding extra information that helps to identify it or tell us more about it. For example, the car, which has a sunroof, is my dream car. Which is referring back to the car, and tells us more about it. The big question today is, when can we omit which? The answer is, we can omit which when the relative clause is defining or restrictive. In a defining relative clause, the information is necessary to understand what or who we are talking about. For example, the dress I bought yesterday is red. Here, I bought yesterday is a defining relative clause. Without this clause, we won't know which dress we're talking about. Notice how we omit which in this sentence. You could say, the dress which I bought yesterday is red, but in everyday spoken English, which is often dropped in such cases. It's also important to know when not to omit which. In non-defining or non-restrictive clauses, where the information is additional and not critical to understand the sentence, which should not be omitted. For example, my house, which was built in 1990, is on Maple Street. Here, which was built in 1990, is additional information. Without it, the main idea, my house is on Maple Street, still stands. Therefore, which cannot be omitted. And that's it for today's lesson, folks. Now you have a clearer understanding of when to omit and when to use the relative pronoun, which. Remember, practice is the key to mastering these rules. Keep speaking, keep writing, and keep making mistakes. They are the stepping stones to fluency. If this video was helpful, let us know in the comments below. Happy learning, and we'll see you in our next video.